I'll do almost anything on these cars, but this one is too risky. This one, if you get it wrong, the engine is finished. I've done engine swaps, I've stripped cars, I've put cars back together, I've done a fair bit, but this one, on my daily, on an interference engine, this is a job that I'm just not risking. Alright guys, I'm just jumping on the motorway. It is 8 o'clock. I'm not used to being up this early. I'm sure this is middle of the day for some people, but for me this is quite early. So, Cambelt, why is Laird doing it and why am I not doing it? I am too scared to do it, because on the Fiesta ST MK7, my daily, this car, it's an interference engine. Basically that means is pistons and the valves share the same space inside the engine, separated by the timing. So if the timing's correct, piston comes up, the valve retracts. But if I install the timing incorrectly, or the timing slips, the piston will come up and the valve will come down at the same time, and bang! Now we don't want that, because that means either total engine replacement, engine rebuild, both of which we don't have the time nor the money for right now. That's why it's going to Laird. But you also get a non-interference engine, which means the pistons and the valves don't share the same space at all. So if the timing's out, then you just retime it. There's no risk to greater engine damage or anything like that. Right now, I don't have the confidence nor the ability to confidently change my Cambelt on my Fiesta ST MK7. I'm going to drive over to Laird now, and then I'll see you when I drop the car off. We have arrived. Now I'm just going to wait for Mum to pick me up and head into work. It's lunchtime guys, it's 12:30. The hours are passing like minutes, the wait is killing me, but there's nothing else you can do, so I'm just going to eat my lunch, get fired back into work, and then we'll just see when the call comes through. Okay guys, I've picked the car up from Laird and I am on the road. It feels exactly as it does before, but that's not the point. The point is peace of mind. Your Cambelt's due at 100k miles or 10 years. This car is 11 years old. Just my luck, I would be grunting the motorway and oof, Cambelt snaps, you know, fucking valve meet piston, bang bang, engine's over. Didn't want that, so for me the peace of mind knowing that everything's okay for another 10 years or another 100,000 miles is just phenomenal. The car will be infinitely more happy with a new belt and a new water pump in as well, so we're absolutely golden. Something else that I knew for a while was coming. My turbo seals are away, or they're just starting to go away. Now I knew this, but I was lying to myself about it. But Laird, when I arrived this morning, they caught a wee glimpse of the smoke, and it wasn't just normal condensation, it's kind of blue. You can't tell if it's blue, it's only intermittent. They went for a test drive in that, and I actually asked them if they could do a health check as well on top of it, and they were going to do a compression test in that. And we've also got two spark plugs. I never done the spark plugs, you know what, I've only had this car 6 months, and usually that's something that I would do kind of straight away, but for whatever reason I didn't do them, and they went to take 2 of them out. 2 of them went fine, 2 of them are seized, so that's something we'll have to tackle in the coming weeks. I actually have new spark plugs there because I was going to do a service, but with the turbo and that going in now, we'll do that all at the one time, so that'll be in the coming weeks. If you found this video because you're wondering whether you should do your Cambelt or you should send it to a garage, I think that all depends on whether you have the competency and the skills. For me, I love a challenge, right? I believe the only way you're going to learn, especially in cars, is by doing a job, right? That's my philosophy. But this job, it scares me. It scared me because, right, so this job took Laird about 8 hours, right? Obviously they weren't working on the car the whole time, they were working on other people's cars. So let's say it took their boy, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours, right? That would probably take me, I estimate, about 2 days, going really slowly, looking at DJ Piles's Ford workbook, you know, really taking my time. 2 days, so that's 2 days without a car, right? Come the second day, when everything's timed up, you think you've done it right, you've tested it by hand, everything's good, and you go, you turn it on, and bang! Valve meets piston, they get it on, and you're £2 grand down, you're an engine rebuild down, you've not got your daily, that's not worth it for me. So I would rather give Laird the £570, which I thought was pretty alright, to be honest, because once you get all your stuff, you know, your coolant, your timing belt, water pump kit, your tools and that, you're round about £300, £350. So they're only taking like 220 odd on top of what you would be to do it yourself. So I think that's pretty good actually. So that's why. But if you're a mechanic, obviously you've got the skills to do your own cam belt and water pump. But again, it all comes down to the interference engine, not worth it for me. So you know, you got to know when to draw the line and hand it to professionals. That's my opinion. You can debate me down in the comments. Anyway guys, if you are currently thinking whether to do your own cam belt or to give it out to a garage, I hope this helped you, and my kind of reasoning and explanations kind of gave you a wee bit of insight to what my thoughts were. Otherwise guys, I hope you enjoyed. If it's your first time here, subscribe, jump into the comments, I reply to every comment. My regulars, thanks always for watching guys, love yous very much, and I hope to see every one of these next week at 5 PM Sunday GMT. See you later.